Hi everyone, welcome back to HomeHeadChef. Today we're going to be making a roasted tomato basil bisque soup. Tomato basil bisque is one of my favorite soups, but we're going to elevate it a little bit more by roasting off our tomatoes. It's a really simple recipe, takes a little bit of time, but it's totally worth it. So let's step up to the cutting board and see what we need. We're going to start by preheating our oven to 375 degrees. We're going to start by roasting the tomatoes. What we have here is 3 tomatoes cut about 1/4 inch thick, some olive oil, and some salt and pepper. What we're going to do is we're just going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil over our tomatoes, give them a crack of fresh salt and pepper, and we're going to place them in the oven. I want to say probably about a half an hour. We're going to check on them. That should be good, but if not, you can let them go a little bit longer. The tomatoes are roasted, so let's check out the other ingredients that we need for the soup. And we are going to need 1 yellow onion diced, 3 cloves of garlic minced, 1 tablespoon of thyme, 1 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes of your choice. I like the Santa Marzas. About 3 to 4 fresh leaves of basil, a tablespoon of sugar, a cup of chicken stock, and about 2/3 to a cup of heavy cream. In a medium-sized stock pot, we're going to heat up a few tablespoons of olive oil. Once the oil is hot, we're going to go in with our onions, and we're going to saute these up for about 5 minutes. Now in with the thyme and our garlic, and we're going to cook this for about another 30 seconds. We're going to turn our heat down to about a medium-low. We're going to go in with our crushed tomatoes. Make sure to scrape the bowl. Our sugar and our basil. We're just going to give it a little tear and get this stirred up, and we're going to let this simmer for about 10 minutes. Our tomatoes are perfectly roasted, and that's what we want them to look like. So now let's go over and keep working on the soup. Now we're going to take our roasted tomatoes and all the juices from it. We're going to go right into our soup. We're going to throw in our chicken stock as well. We're going to give this a stir. We're going to let this simmer for about another 15 to 20 minutes, stirring it occasionally. Our soup is essentially done. Now all we need to do is blend it. You can use an immersion blender if you have one like I do, or you can use a regular blender. You're just going to have to do it in batches until this is completely smooth. Now we're going to add in about 2/3 of a cup of our heavy cream. We're going to get this stirred in, and we're going to bring it back up to temp. Get a little taste to adjust the seasoning. Oh, just a little crack of salt, a little crack of pepper. Let's head over to the cutting board and plate this. To plate this, we're just going to ladle our soup right into our bowl. Got those nice beautiful specks from the roasted tomatoes. We're going to also add a nice little swirl of heavy cream, and to do that we're just going to add a little bit to a spoon. Get in close, add a swirl like that. For some strange reason it's not staying together too well, but that's alright. I'm the one eating this. We're also going to top it with some of our homemade croutons. If you want a recipe for that, I'll drop a link down in the description for that as well. Now let's get a taste. All right, let's dig on in. That is divine. You got a nice robust flavor from the roasted tomatoes. There's a little bit of sweetness from the basil. The cream gives a nice silky texture on the tongue. It's really good. I hope you try this recipe. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you enjoyed this recipe, hit that thumbs up button. If you like the outdoors, I have an outdoor channel as well. I'll drop a link for that in the description. If you'd like to support the channel, I also have a Patreon page where you can go over and join the team. Thank you very much. We'll see you guys in the next one.